At first glance, SHINee appears to be a Korean idol sensation that has a large international cult following due to their synchronized dance and catchy upbeat hits. However, upon further glance, when the members are being pushed into the roles of diplomatic ambassadors, they serve as a canvas for nationalism, and thus feel an immense pressure to portray themselves as perfect.
Perfectionism in South Korea is comprised of strong nationalism, a respective cultural hierarchy, and a painfully narrow margin for any mistakes that may be viewed negatively in the eyes of the consumer. Shin illustrates how missteps of Korean idols carry much more weight than their American counterparts and cannot be forgiven as a minor mistake. To elaborate, when SHINee makes a mistake on the international stage, they must bear in mind that their home nation is being represented by proxy through their presence. Thus, Korea's international reputation suffers when idol diplomats such as SHINee become embroiled in controversies.
However, idols also have the potential to shape Korea's image in a positive way. According to Chen, South Korea is able to alter its cultural image through its popular culture, as Korea is a modernized nation with high expertise in cultural capital production. Consumer experiences are influenced by elements of Korean nationalism projected by idol stars throughout various mediums. For example, SHINee experiences pressure to appeal to international fans for them to buy into Korean culture products. This includes tourism and the purchasing of material goods, such as fan merchandise and endorsed products. This means that K-pop idols become an asset for the Korean economy, as they themselves are a consumable form of media.
Lastly, in order to preserve patriotism, artists such as SHINee act as a platform for broader cultural meaning and action. Subsequently, they are expected to represent and demonstrate only the desirable to the public, in order to maintain a structured public image that South Korea has set as an acceptable standard. These standards become a sweeping qualifier that permits no deviation. Within the context of K-pop, the issue of whether or not to remove or retain cultural markers is important, because Korean music agencies heavily promote their talent in global markets. SHINee's international appearances play a strategic role in allowing for SHINee to penetrate the global market. For instance, their presence at Girls Play 2 event for the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics, which was held at the US Embassy in Seoul, highlighted their roles as ambassadors for the country. This exhibits the importance of the role they play as public figures and how their actions can create an impact on how the world views not only K-pop idols, but also how they are seen by South Koreans' general audience.
Overall, SHINee and other Korean idols need to find a suitable balance between fulfilling their duties as the ideal national representatives of South Korea preserving their relationship with their international supporters, and creating the perfect public image for themselves to appear as flawless as possible to the public. It may be difficult to achieve all of these without having to devote their lives to continuously create the perfect picture. This is a predicament that Korean idols such as SHINee have to face as soon as they enter the industry, and depending on how they are handling this pressure given to them, it can either have a favorable or unfavorable outcome for both of the idols and consumers, and also the nation.